Hi, my name is Bianca and this is my channel all about cross stitch, she.bee.stitching. Thanks for everybody that viewed my first video. I know I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just recording on my phone and figuring it out as I go. Again, my name is Bianca. I'm 32 and I live in Colorado right now and got a lot to talk about today, mostly haul. In my last video, I did say that I had family coming to visit, so I didn't get as much time to cross stitch as I wanted to, but I feel like I did make some decent progress, so let's get into it. I do have two finishes. One is actually an FFO, and that is my cross stitch gingerbread ornament that I made for my cross stitch meetup group ornament exchange. And this is the first ornament I've ever made, and I did make a lot of mistakes with it. So I stitched the gingerbread house on 14 count perforated paper, which I've never used before. So I did that, and then I had seen a few videos about making ornaments and I didn't watch them as I was trying to finish the ornament. So that was my mistake number one. So I just went and cut the entire pattern out without any rhyme or reason as to keeping holes on the side for whip stitching or finishing or whatever. And I cut it too close in quite a few areas around here. So what I ended up having to do is hide it with glitter. So I literally just put glitter glue all the way around it and called it a day. I don't want to keep messing with it and end up, I don't know, ruining it. So I think I'm pretty pleased with how it came out. It's my first ornament. I feel like the ladies in my cross stitch meetup group are going to be very forgiving with me, and I am glad that I finished this because the ornament exchange is next week, so I'm glad it's done so I don't have to worry about this for the weekend. And yeah, pretty pleased with that. So excited to make more with the perforated paper that I have. Another project that I actually started and finished before, let's see, I started it after I filmed my last video a couple weeks ago, and I spent the entire week stitching this. So this is Night Spirit Studios' free pattern of Plague Nurse, and this is on 18 count. I'm not sure what it is. I just know it's 18 count. I got this fabric from Michael's, I think. I did change a few of the colors, and actually I changed all the colors. So originally the background is supposed to be like different colors of gray, and then there's supposed to be like hearts in the background, but this piece is actually for my friend who's graduating from nursing school on Friday. So I'm really excited that I finished this for her, and green is her favorite color. So I did change the colors in the background to be green, and there's like two, I don't think you can tell on the camera, but I did do two different types of green, which is nice. And I did have to change a couple of the grays, but I think it looks fine. And then I think everything that is this big black line was supposed to be back stitched, which I'm not a back stitch person. I really need to practice more on my back stitching. So the only thing I back stitched was like the edges of the scroll here and around the eye of the mask. I'm really happy with this, how this turned out. I really hope she likes it. I don't know why I waited until literally the week before to start this. She's graduating on Friday, and I still need to iron and press this. She's been in nursing school for 2 years, so I had plenty of time to start this. It is what it is. You live and you learn. I also picked up a frame for it at Walmart, just like a $5 frame, because I will be traveling to go see her graduate, which she doesn't know about. We're actually surprising her. So I got this frame at Walmart. Walmart is not the best place to buy frames. I know everybody goes to Michael's and whatnot, but it's what I have near me. And I went to Walmart because I was worried that this might, I don't know. I always am worried about things breaking while I travel, and it's going to be like a 3-hour flight, and we're going to be walking around before we check in with our bags. So I didn't want to risk buying a really nice expensive frame and having it get ruined. So I think the frame, I think it's good. I don't know. I'm not a professional at choosing frames for finished projects, but I liked the old-timey brown in it, and I feel like the green offsets it pretty well. So we'll see. Really happy that I finished this. And again, I just need to iron it and set it in here. So I'm excited for her to see that. Let's talk about whips. So again, my family was here, so I didn't get a lot of stitching in. However, here is my introverted but willing to discuss, eagerly discuss cross stitch. And this is where I'm at now. Last time I was on here, the only thing I had done was the purple letters down here, and now I have started on the introverted up here, so I'm excited for that. This is 14 count Ada that I dyed by myself, and I think I tea dyed this one, I'm not sure, or maybe I did this one with chili powder. So this is how it came out, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Not too much progress, but I think I'm going to take this one on the plane with me. It's like a 3-hour flight, so I feel like I can knock out the rest of the letters here, the IN and the T, and then go across. I should have shown you the pattern. I'm sorry. I'm not prepared for this video. I'm just going with the flow, and I just wanted to get something up before I left for the weekend. My next pattern here, I can't remember what this is called. I just know it's a Madame Chantilly piece. And last time I was up here, I think I only had probably the first 3 houses here. Sorry, 3 houses. And now I have all this. Oh, there's a loose thread right there. Excuse that. I'm super excited about my progress on this one. So I started out on these 3 houses in the middle. This was a middle start. And then I started going this way, got the tree in, got the white house, got the skeleton in, and then I started stitching this house here, and I realized that I was off somewhere. So I stopped with the roof because it runs into the skeleton. And that really, like, don't you just hate it when you're on a roll and you realize that you're off somewhere? So I stopped stitching, and then I went to the house on this side. So that's why it looks like I have a ton of progress, just because I have so much of the village done. I'm really excited about this because now it actually looks like something instead of just random little houses everywhere. And I've got the outline there, so I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to put into this, but I'm really excited to start getting the witches up here. And it's really one of the actual, it's not a witch, it's a cat that's actually riding the broom. And I'm really excited to get onto that part. I think this is 16 count Ada that I dyed myself. So super excited for that. And let's see. Oh, I am doing a Christmas exchange, just like a presents for a few of my coworkers. And because I did the ornament, I still had leftover perforated paper. So I made each of them a initial, a monogram, whatever. So I for Isabella, S for Sharasha, and K for Katie. So I made these on perforated paper. I don't know what I'm gonna do all the way around. Maybe a flower border and finish this as an ornament so they can hang it in their cubicle. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I mean, it's not that much. I mean, this is the size of my hand, so I don't have a lot of room to play with the pattern, but I did pick up some beads, so I might mess around with the beads. I've never used beads before either, but I don't know. I just felt like it would be nice to make a little custom initial for their cubicle, so I'll figure out what, I have a week to figure out what I'm going to do with that, so I'll see. And that's it. I haven't had a lot of time to stitch anything that, you know, I'm working on. I haven't touched my Halloween at Hawker and Hollow, which is a bummer. The end of the year is right around the corner. So today is December 5th, and I've been seeing a lot of people post their videos about 2024 plans, and I don't think I'm going to do 24 projects in 2024. That just sounds like a lot. I still don't know if we're going to be moving in March or not, so we'll see about that. I do have a lot of projects though that I bought this year. I started getting into cross-stitching, deeply into cross-stitching this year because I found a cross-stitch group that meets locally once a month, twice a month now, and it's just seeing all the projects that everybody was working on makes me want to work on a whole bunch of different projects. I did go a little bit of pattern crazy this year, so I'm probably going to go out on a no-buy in January, honestly, so I can get some patterns at least started in my collection. There are a lot that I have been wanting to start, just haven't had the time, and honestly, I didn't realize how much work it takes into planning your project and, you know, charting out, having the chart printed. At least I'm printing charts out, printing the chart, making sure you have the floss, making sure your fabric is the correct size and the color that you want, getting your fabric ready. Is it just me that I feel like a little bit overwhelmed, I guess, when I start collecting for my project? But I think what I'm going to do next week is figure out the projects that I really want to start next year and actually kit them up. And I think I have enough bags now to start, like, to have 5 projects going at a time at least. So 5 projects, and I'll have my Halloween at Hawker and Hollow, and I don't know, 2 medium projects, a small project. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going off on a tangent. If you have plans already for next year, like, let me know. I was planning on talking about plans at the end of this video, and since I already started doing that, let's just fast forward and talk about my haul. So I have a little bit of everything. Last video I said that my friend Michelle was making me a few bags, and ta-da! I'm so excited about these. So these are like her prototype. She does want to make vinyl ones, but I told her, I was like, you know what, if I'm happy with a regular bag, I don't need a vinyl front bag. I'm not sure if I am a vinyl front bag person. I don't know if it's because I'm so used to my Amazon bags, the zipper. Hold on, I will show you. I'm so used to these bags that I don't know if I want a vinyl front project bag. So I'm not sure. Anywho, so here's bag number 1. Tiny little apples. I'm not sure how well you can see that. And then matching fabric on the inside. Pretty pleased with this. Next I have this blue tiny flower print. And she tried to coordinate the zippers with the fabric. Then the inside is black and it's lined. And this one is just so cute. I love tiny things. So tiny flowers, tiny apples. And then this one is also tiny flowers. And the inside is gingham, green gingham, or plaid gingham, check, whatever. So that's the inside. And again, so happy with these, how they came out. We actually went to our local, it's like a thrift store for crafts. We actually went to our local store and I was able to pick out all 3 of these fabrics. And I think she has 2 more that I'm waiting for that she's making me. So now that I have these 3 bags, I can figure out my plans for next year even better. And you know what? Something about having something handmade from somebody who's like a friend and, you know, that you really care about means a lot to me. So I'm really excited that even if I move, I'll still have a piece of her to take with me. Since we've really bonded over cross stitch. So really excited about that. Next I have let's go with fabric. So I don't know about you, but I bought stuff off 1-2-3 Stitch for Black Friday. And I ended up getting quite a few pieces of fabric because I don't know, I haven't really done a lot of cross stitch on colored fabrics, but every time I see somebody have a project done on like bright blue, bright purple, bright orange, it makes me want to try colored fabric. I know Cam the Stitcher does a lot of colored fabric, and Subpar Stitches, I watched a bunch of her stuff, and a couple videos ago she had dyed her own, like a whole bunch of her own fabric. So I've only done like light gray and like tea dyeing and chili powder dyeing. So I'm gonna try maybe go into different colors, but this is what I got from 1-2-3 Stitch. So the first pattern, let's see, I'll start with the neutrals. So first I have 16 count Picture This Plus Fog. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this or not. But this is just, it's not white. It's not white and it's not gray. It's like halfway in between white and gray. So I'm glad I got to see what this looks like in real life. I don't think I'm probably going to buy this color again just because it's a regular neutral and I have neutrals. Next is Picture This Plus 16 count Vellum. And this one, you're probably not going to be able to see, but it's slightly gray, but there is like some tan modeling in there. And you probably can't see it, but under direct light, you can tell the difference between white and gray. Next, I have Picture This Plus 16 count in Fresco. And this one is, I can't even tell you. This one is like a light gray, but it has like dark splotches, dark modeling on this side. You can kind of see it here. And this, I feel like, is going to look really nice with a whole bunch of different patterns. I actually might get a big piece of this to do my Witchy Stitcher Haunted Pumpkin Carriage. I just really like how this one came out. It's like a light gray brown with the dark splotches, spot modeling in it. I keep saying splotches, I'm sorry. So I really like that one. And then I have Picture This Plus 14 count Opal Ada. And this is like a dusty mauve brown that has modeling in it. And this is so pretty. I wish the camera could really show you what this looks like. It is just so nice. And I like that it's a neutral, but it still has color to it when you look at it. So I'm really excited to stitch something on that one. I did get a piece of, let's see, 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Belfast, because everybody talks about this and I can see why. This is the perfect like aged brown for, I can see all kinds of patterns on this. I can see why people do their big samplers on this, and I don't know. I still haven't touched linen, but I'm part of the club now, I guess. So I'm excited about that. And then I got two colors that are completely out of my comfort zone. So the first one is Picture This Plus 16 Count Da Vinci. And this, I love it. So it's like a light purple. I see 3 different colors here, 4 actually. So I see a light purple down here, and then I see lavender here, and then the orange modeling, and then almost like a yellow in the middle. So I'm super excited for this. And this has been on my wish list at 123 Stitch for a while. So I'm really glad that I was able to snag a piece of this for Black Friday, because now I know I love it. And now I know that I'm gonna want more of this fabric. So that was Da Vinci. And last but not least, I got a piece of 14 count Baroque Aida. Wow. I don't think I've seen anything like this in real life. I've only gone to an LNS once, and it's not really local to me. It's like an hour and a half away, but you've got green, you've got yellow, you've got burgundy, orange. Do I know what I'm going to stitch on this? Absolutely not. Do I love this piece of fabric? Absolutely yes. So super excited for that. And patterns. So again, Black Friday got me. I don't know if it got you. Let me know if you ended up buying anything. But Witch's Garden Crafts on Etsy has this pattern called Grief is Love Persevering. And I had to. I absolutely had to. The Weeping Willow, the simple yet classic border, and the bird in the corner. I can't wait to start this. It speaks to my emo heart, and it's just sad, and I love it, and it makes me happy inside to be sad, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but yep, again, Witch's Garden Crafts, and I got this off of Etsy. Next, Owl Forest Embroidery had their, I think it was their 6th year anniversary of being open, and I've been eyeing a lot of their designs for a really long time, so why not? And I ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 patterns from them. So the first pattern I got was Harvest Season Cucumbers. Yep. And this is what it looks like. I love cucumbers. Pickles are okay. I love cucumbers. I'm Hispanic, and if you eat cucumbers with salt and lime, we can be friends. I don't know why this called to me so much. I just like cucumbers, and the fact that it's like the little garden, and then they have them in the jar, and then the little slices, the slices in the middle, I just had to have it as soon as I saw that, because that's how I eat my cucumbers. So I got that one, and then I don't know why, but I've started to feel like I want to do a complete series of patterns. So because I bought that one, I ended up getting Harvest Season Tomatoes. Guys, I don't even like tomatoes, but I had to. They're just so cute on the vine, and then in the jar, and a little farmhouse in the back. So I can't remember what the other patterns are in this series, but next year, hopefully, if I finish these 2, I can purchase the next ones in the series. And come on, look at the tomato slices in the middle. They're so cute. So I had to have this one. And in another series, it's called Snail Houses. I freaking love snails. I don't know what it is. I think they're so cute, and I love it when they're little animated snails. So I ended up getting Snail House Strawberries, which is this little house here. This little guy's face. And the strawberries in the back. I had to have this guy. And I love the border at the bottom too here. And this is only, I think, 83 by 83 stitches, so it shouldn't take me forever to finish this one. And his little eyes are just so funny. I don't know if you saw that. So really excited about this one. And because I got Snail House Strawberries, I needed Snail House's watermelon. And his house is more like, it looks like a watermelon, and a huge watermelon here. Again, the really sweet border at the bottom. And his face is just so funny. So excited for that one. And because I got 2 of Snail Houses, I had to get Snail Garden. So here is Snail Garden. This is much bigger than the Snail Houses. But I'm so excited for this one. I think once I saw the tiny snails in the corner and then the little strawberry patch and the snails here, I couldn't say no. So really excited about this one. And I'm not sure how big this one is, but I know it's much bigger than the Snail Houses. And another of their series is their Fruit Summer patterns. And I ended up getting Watermelon Summer to start. So they've got watermelon in the middle and then sliced watermelons. And I think my favorite part about this is this border right here. It's just the border of watermelon slices. Like, where have you seen that? I haven't seen a pattern with watermelon slice border. So I started with this one. I think they have the watermelon, the strawberry, the blueberry, I think a cranberry, and maybe a currant. I'm not sure, but I started with this one. So with these 5, I think I am able to take all of these projects into the new year and have plenty to work on. And last but not least, I got a pattern from Blackbird Designs, and it's called Strawberry Fields Forever, second in the Magical Mystery Tour series. Again, I'm on the series kick, but this was on sale on 123 Stitch, and I don't have any Blackbird Design patterns yet, so I really wanted to snag this. And it's so pretty. Again, I'm with the strawberries. I like little fruit motifs, so the strawberries and the border, and then there's like little birds. I had to have it. And I'm not even a fan of the Beatles, and this Magical Mystery Tour is a sampler series about the Beatles. Let's see, there's 6 total, so I might end up just getting the rest of them so I can have a complete set. But I'm really glad that I started with the Strawberry Fields, just because it's just so cute. And I think strawberries are really cute, especially when they're like tiny little patterns of strawberries. So yeah, apologize for the way I look and maybe the way I sound. It was a long day at work today. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of sickness going around, so I'm trying to stay away from all that. So my voice is a little rough right now. Excuse me. But yeah, that's all I had to share today. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know if you got anything for Black Friday. Hopefully my next update, next video, I'll be able to have, actually, let me pull the patterns out right now so I can tell you. So, Halloween Town by Madame Chantilly is the one with the spooky houses. So hopefully I'll be able to have the houses done. Okay, so my goals for next video are to have all the houses done on Halloween Town. And my goal for Introverted is to have actually Introverted done. So all of Introverted done, and I feel like that's doable. The houses on Halloween Town, the Introverted on this one, and hopefully I can make some progress on finishing the first block of Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I also need to finish these 3, so I'll figure that out. I don't want to make huge plans because I don't like being disappointed in myself, and I don't want to stress myself out. I feel like I did stress myself out on waiting too long to make people's Christmas gifts, so I don't want to put pressure on myself on projects that I'm working on for me, if that makes sense. Cross stitch is really fun for me, and I don't want to make unrealistic goals and be upset with myself when I don't complete them, don't reach them. So I guess that's it. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Thank you so much if you watched my first video, and thank you for watching this video if you made it to the end. Let me know what you watch while you're cross stitching. I recently finished the 2nd season of Charmed, and I started watching Jack Ryan again. So I watched season 1 and season 2. I'm halfway through season 3, and that's what got me through finishing up the Plague Nurse. So I don't know if I want to go back to watching Charmed because I hate when they change the original actors. So if you've seen all of Charmed, is it worth watching it even after Shannon Doherty leaves as Prudence? If it's worth keep watching it. If you listen to true crime, which I do, I love listening to This Is Monsters and Coffee House Crime. So if you haven't watched those or listened to them and you're a true crime fan, check those out. And I think that's it. I hope all of you guys are staying safe, staying healthy, and are cross-stitching to your heart's content. I know it's really chilly where I am right now, so if you have snow, I hope you're staying cozy and cross-stitching at home. And I'll see you next time.